What a beautiful charge!
Whoa,
This is
what
fine.
a
Oh my god, just...
What
What a save!
Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ori 2018 All Skills Tournament. I'm F and joined with me today is Sully. How are you doing, Sully?
Hey F, I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I just came off of a race.
Yeah, I watched it. That was very entertaining.
I hope it was. All right, the match we have for you today is between oshiimine and Vennguard. So we've seen one of Vennguard's races today, actually. Do you want to tell us more a little bit about him?
Yeah, he's a fairly newer runner. He's PB'd in both of his races so far, so he's going to be really exciting to watch. I spoke with him before the race today, and he says practice has been going pretty well, but he honestly feels like he plays a lot better under pressure. So hopefully he can step up during the race. And looks like he's going to be going for just the skipping clean water, not going for fast stompless or the grotto cycle, playing on KBM and picking up quite a bit of health.
Yeah, it looks like he's playing it safe. And on the other side of your screen, we have oshiimine, or Oshi is how I'm going to refer to him. He's a KBM player. He goes for all the tricks. He does. He ran in the tournament last year, I believe, and he's been improving ever since. And yes, he wants to do the stats for most of the matches, and he has done quite a few. He has trucked for quite a few matches. I can attest to this.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, our whole community is really coming together here to help out and put this production together. It's been awesome. And just a note, Vennguard will not be watching the restream, so he'll be going through this run, not knowing exactly where Oshi will be. Or on the other hand, Oshi will be watching Vennguard play, so he'll know exactly how far ahead he is during the run.
Yeah, with a difference like this in their PBs, I'm not expecting an entirely the closest of races, but I'm expecting a good race from both of these runners. Vennguard has PB'd in the last two races. I'm hoping he can bring that time down for bracket stages. And Oshi is also going to be trying to bring down his time.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe Vennguard can go 3 for 3 with PBs in the races. That'd be really cool to see.
And it looks like we're starting. So we're going to do the normal run and jumping off through glades. And we'll see if they'll be able to avoid any unfortunate deaths. I don't expect either of these runners to take a death here.
No, the early game can be dangerous for sure, and deaths are very costly, moving from here to wall jump and then from wall jump to black root burrows. But it's a very calculated route, so I don't think our runners should have too much trouble going through here.
Yeah, they'll be trying their best to get their HP down to 1. And we'll see how aggressively they take this manipulation. But before that, we'll pick up this first energy cell, go through the Rhino fight, if you could really call that a fight, and then go to the actual fight, the Frankie fight.
And we'll be picking up Sign here, which is going to give us our little laser shooty auto attack abilities, and that is our first skill of the game.
Yeah, we'll see the difference, if there is a difference in the pacing of these shots. I don't expect a huge difference to come out from this fight anyway. Looks like Oshi's got a good pace.
Yeah, Ven as well. Clean Frankie
nice.
fights from both our racers here.
Looks like both of our runners opted to take that damage boost on the first Bramble there. Spore Bramble. What do you call it, Sully?
Yeah, I call it a Bramble. I just stick with that, I think.
I know there's some controversy in our community about what the proper term for these painful obstacles.
I'm sure our community will come together with a consensus of memes, so no worries there.
Vennguard taking an unfortunate death. Looks like he got hit by a little spike projectile.
Yeah, that's not very fun. That does send him all the way back to where we made that first save point.
It's quite an unfortunate time loss. So he'll be trying his best to make his way back. I wouldn't be surprised to see him take it a little bit safer this time around.
And meanwhile, on the left, Oshi was able to go through that ghost door with 2 HP, so taking 2 damage in the water. Gonna pick up this 4th health cell right at the beginning for some extra safety going through the early parts of this run.
It's not just the early parts of this run. It's extra safety for quite a long way, all the way through Misty. And oh no, Ven takes another death.
That's rough. That's rough. So hopefully he can compose himself, shake those off, and just keep moving through.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking to have to do this section over and over again.
Yeah, those early game deaths can really affect the psyche quite a bit moving forward. And it looks like oshiimine did not level up on the way down, so we'll be picking up wall jump here, and he will be leveling on his way out towards Blackroot Burrows. Another death from Ven on the right. Oof.
He's having a little bit of trouble dodging these projectiles from the slime before the keystone. It's rough if you don't damage boost directly off of him, or if you don't do the proper turn back.
Yeah, he just needs to be a little more careful here. 4th time's a charm, I guess.
Yeah, I believe in Ben. He'll make it this time.
All right, moving up, Oshi's going to take this level up here, clear out this bramble wall and the slime, and move up towards this specific jump known as the Trojan log.
And he makes it through no problems. Oh, Ven.
Oh, wow.
Took a fall. Oh no! Aw. I was hoping he'd kill that slime so he wouldn't run into it, but
yeah, it's usually pretty safe if you damage boost through just to kill him and ensure a little bit of extra safety there.
But we're at 1 HP here, so it's hard to damage boost at 1 HP.
I agree completely. And Oshi moving along pretty smoothly, takes a little bit of damage from that slime, and is going to move down towards the save anywhere to skip a cutscene entering Blackroot Burrows.
Yeah, he wants to just skip this cutscene. It takes quite a while. Looks like his experience is pretty good. He'll be killing a few slimes in Blackroot to get his experience up.
All right, off to kill the slime on the right from Ven. And moving straight through, picking up this keystone and setting up for the ghost door. All right, good to see him through this part. Hopefully he can clean up the rest of it and just keep moving forward.
Yep, looks like he's going for this 4th health cell too. Not that he wouldn't have gone for this health cell. It'll definitely give him so much safety in the rest of the game.
Absolutely. I mean, when you go to take that ghost door, you only have 1 health, so picking up that 4th health cell will restore all of your health. So he now has 4, which makes navigating through this section a lot easier.
And on the left, Oshi's just waiting a little bit here for these platform cycles. If you jump while the platform is at its peak, you'll actually miss the platform. And so he's just waiting until it bobs down a little to actually catch it.
And Vennguard here moving up to another bramble wall. Should be at the wall jump tree shortly here, but we'll keep an eye on Oshi on the left because this section is very dangerous with insta-kill lasers, and he's attempting to catch platform cycles moving forward towards the dash tree.
Looks like he just took it safe there on that 3rd laser, just waiting a bit. And it wouldn't have mattered anyway because he would have had to wait for this cycle here.
And Oshi knows how far ahead he is right now, so there's no reason for him to really take any super large risks and take an unfortunate death in this section.
Ooh, almost getting knocked off the platform, but just barely manages to hang on.
That slime's a bully. I don't like him very much. I try to kill him as much as I can.
Oh, and he gets hit by the slime on the way. Will this affect his platform manipulation? No, he had just enough leeway to make it.
That's good. You can take that platform cycle a little bit more aggressively, but if you do get damage boosted, or I guess, damaged backwards, moving over towards that room, it will cause that cycle to be missed.
And on the right side, Vennguard's making his way out of wall jump. Seems like he's made it through. Leveled up going on the way down. Hopefully he'll get to Blackroot, no problems.
Was able to make the Trojan log jump first try too, so that's nice to see.
Getting up and over those slimes in what's colloquially known as the elbow, that's a rough jump.
Yeah, that can definitely be a pain in the butt because we do take some intended damage there in order to set up a manipulation to avoid any further damage and just jump over them.
Whoever's coded slimes in this game is too good at their jobs.
I agree completely. So Oshi's going to pick up dash here and start to just zoom around. Does a dash glide here, moving over towards the left, and I didn't check his experience, but I'm sure he's fine, and he'll be moving towards the Frankie walk now.
Oh, that's good. He had to avoid that top slime.
Right, that's a good point. Now Vennguard setting up his save anywhere to skip the cutscene, entering Blackroot burrows and moving right along.
It looks like Oshi. Oh no, the Frankie landed on the left side of that little nook there on the ground. So he'll have to take it a little bit slower than he wants. This frog does not cooperate.
No, but that's why we punish him every run.
So as the frog jumps up, he'll be spamming the button to put the energy in the door so that he can put all 4 energy into the door, dunking the frog on the way down. And he's going to be heading into Death Gauntlet. Now, let's see if he decides not to go for the Death Glide, which is pretty smart. No need to take unnecessary risks at this point in the game.
Oh, agreed. And Vennguard moving. Oh, looks like Ven's gonna. Nope, he avoids a death in Blackroot burrows. That's good. So he's gonna move his way up through these insta-kill lasers as well. But we'll focus our attention on the left here for Oshi's attempt at the grotto cycle.
He's just gonna be dashing 1, 2, 3 times, and almost makes it. Looks like
so close.
Looks like his ramp, or he's just a little slow with that dash.
Yeah, I think maybe that he didn't get the wall run that he was looking for there. That was extremely close.
Well, he didn't die, which is also a possibility.
That's absolutely important.
And on the right side of your screen, Ben having a little bit better time with that slide, not getting hit.
Ooh. Oh, she's scaring me there. Having a little trouble getting over to that keystone, but sets up the ghost door here. It's going to take some intentional damage and move towards our next skill of the game.
And it looks like Ven just missed his platform manipulation on this side. He was trying to take it a little bit safe with that slime, but it slowed him down a little bit. That's okay, I'll just catch the next one.
And oshiimine picking up double jump. Has control of his character right now. Even though he can't see him, we're going to be moving over back towards where we just came down, weaving through those spikes and climbing up the walls. Let's see how far up he got. Not bad at all. Good blind movement coming out of Oshi there.
It doesn't save that much time, but for a runner like Oshi, it's pretty much expected for him to be able to do that movement no problems. So he'll pick up another energy, and he'll be coming up to his attempts at Grotto Skip. How many do you think he's going to get?
First try.
Oh, looks he made it.
There
Proving
it
your
is.
words correct.
Yes, sir. That's good too. I always love seeing the swag skip there off the side of the log instead of going on top. It's really awesome.
And on the right side of your screen, Ven's now just pulling the lever to raise the statue up so we can put the orb in the statue and light up the area. But he's gonna skip watching that because we don't want to see any of the cutscenes in the scene.
And Oshi will be doing a cutscene skip as well. Moving left to pick up the water vein, which is going to allow us to unlock the first dungeon of the game, which is the Ginso tree.
But before that, he'll have to get up these grotto walls, and these grotto walls are not nice. You can see on the left hand side of your screen, they're kind of irregularly shaped. Ooh, he has a little bit of trouble getting up that wall.
A little bit of damage. That's 2 damage from that slime there.
Looks like he's at 2 health, so he should be fine for this next upcoming damage boost.
Through Gandalf. Ooh, let's see. You shall not pass today, Oshi. Nice try, though. And Ven will be moving right along to his Frankie walk. So let's watch this. Hopefully go smoothly. I don't imagine I'll have any trouble with that either, though.
He'll just be making his way along with this Frankie. While Oshi is going to go up and pick up this ability, so it looks like he makes that jump no problems.
Yeah,
that jump
look easy.
Isn't quite as hard as some of the other jumps in this run, like Grotto Skip, but it's pretty difficult to do cleanly.
Vennguard took a death on the right from the Frankie, but he saved it the well, so he'll be right back in action here.
Avoids that slime nicely. And he's going to go back for another try.
Oshi will be setting up for a cutscene skip here to enter the Ginso tree. Looks like it went smoothly.
So he'll be entering the Ginso tree and making his way to our next skill, Bash. But before that...
Ven having a little bit of trouble setting up the Frankie here. Gonna damage boost over these spikes, and the Frankie is following, so good job, Billy, for cooperating once. Thank you.
Yeah, well... Let's see. It would be nice if he could drop an energy right now for Ven.
Doesn't look like an energy drop, but he does get the Frankie walk completed, moving forward now to Death Gauntlet. Looks good, dodges the Frankie, and if he can just get through these spikes, he'll be fine.
Looks like
dodges the Crusher, good job.
Now he's gotten his energy, so hopefully he places down a save so that he'll be able to avoid any taking some damage, but he did have 2 health, so he's fine. And making his falling finally into Moon Grotto.
And Oshi's making quick work of the Ginso tree right now. He'll be moving into this first mini boss where we just plink away shots and try to kill this in as few cycles as possible.
Looks like he's getting about 8 shots per cycle, so he's on good pace. And on the right side of your screen, Ven is going into the Grotto Crushers. He'll be soon making his way to double jump. Just has to wait for these Crushers first.
And Oshi tackled that mini boss pretty quickly, 6 cycles, which is really good without quick flame. Oh, this is okay. Good save there. Kind of missed the jump over to that platform. Took damage on the spikes, but was able to double jump back over to the teleporter and avoid any further damage.
And just does a little quick alteration to the normal setup, just double jumping before he hits the spikes, because he already had taken that damage, and he's made his way to Bash. What are your opinions on Bash, Sully?
Oh, I love it. I think it's one of the most unique skills in any game I've really played. And it opens up... Oh, Vennguard takes a death on the right. Has a save, though. Took that save pretty aggressively down at the bottom, so it's not going to lose too much time on that one. Yeah, I love Bash. It opens up so many opportunities for us to do really cool tricks, especially in the speed run of this game, so I'm a huge fan.
It looks like Oshi's missed his first setup for the redirect, but he does a quick backup and will be taking the shot, killing this mortar worm on this platform so that he can have a faster Kidu.
And on the right, Ven decided not to do the blind movement, just moves up those same walls with double jump the intended way, and he'll be moving right along to his grotto skip as well.
Yeah, I think that's a smart choice. Blind movement is... Oh, it's difficult. It's very easy to fall into the water.
Yeah, that's the strange thing about the blind movement is you can't see when you're doing it, so it definitely makes it a little bit difficult.
And then making the grotto skip look easy on his first try.
Successful key dupe out of Oshi, moving in towards the last mini boss of the Ginso tree. We just have to shoot with Bash, 4 of his own shots back to him, and then we'll be moving right along for swamp entry.
Let's see how Oshi decides to take his swamp entry. There's many ways of doing it, but every runner's is slightly different.
Ven having really good movement up those grotto walls.
Hopefully he can continue this movement up. It's very easy to lose time on the enter Ginso split.
Yeah, that's a really difficult split to be consistent at and not lose any time. Takes a lot of practice. But we'll watch Oshi here, see if he decides to set up for some more blind movement. Looks like he's going to do so. And moving right along, we're going to be manipulating this frog to do a sequence break, allowing us to enter the swamp without doing the Ginso escape.
Yeah, so this frog shoots projectiles. We try to catch these projectiles and manipulate them to break these barriers. So as you see, Oshi is going to bait this frog over to the right side of this platform, bash him up once, bash him up into this hole so that he lands on these spikes. And ooh, Oshi's first shot phases through the floor. Yeah, and apparently frog shots can quantum tunnel in this game.
Well, physics don't really apply in the world of Ori sometimes, so not too surprising to see that. It is unfortunate, but not ultimately the biggest deal.
And he does make it through, so, and does get the hyperspeed into Swamp, so he'll be making his way just up through these hanging platforms and up to Stomp.
Yeah, and Vennguard will be making his way up to that ability cell just before the Ginso tree. See how he does with this jump. First try looks good. Good job.
He'll be heading over to this teleporter to pick it up for later on in the game. Looks like he's going to dash through this little crack in the wall and make it.
So Oshi just picked up Stomp, which I think is one of the unsung heroes of this run, really. We do use it for its intended purposes quite a bit, but there are a lot of unintended purposes that we use Stomp for. Stomp stalling to kind of stay in the air a little bit longer, and Stomp canceling to use our charge dashes more frequently without actually spending energy. So that's another ability in the game that I really like.
I like it because it lets you go fast. You go down pretty fast.
Oshi kills the frog and himself, says, I see what you did there. I will follow suit, and let's set this up again. Ooh, the frog takes his revenge.
This, a lot of runners like to place a safety save there because of this frog. This frog just, like the Frankie Walk frog, sometimes just doesn't want to cooperate.
Never when you need them to. And if you ever needed them to run away so you didn't take damage, they'll just shoot you in the face. They're fun like that.
And, well, we're going to make use of this frog shooting us in the face to, well, it didn't look like anything happened, but Oshi skipped a cutscene there.
Yep, to save a little bit of time, he's going to try to double bash this shot to make his way up to a 5th HP cell, and gets it. Very nice. Meanwhile, Ven is moving right along through the Ginso tree. I believe he's already taken one safety save, and I believe we're just having a little bit of technical issues trying to synchronize our streams right now, so we'll just watch Oshi play.
Looks like Oshi's trying to double dash this shot over so that he can get out of the 5th energy cell.
Yeah, good job there. He'll be setting up another cutscene skip here.
Yeah, and he makes it through. And looks like we have twice the Oshis for a little bit. Don't worry, we're working on it.
Does that make him go twice as fast?
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it?
All right, and Ven is back, moving over to the bash tree. I wasn't able to set up the ghost, or I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but not a huge time loss.
Ghost doors are, yeah, they're more a matter of convenience than major time saves.
Right, absolutely. So Oshi just picked up Charge Flame, which we maybe use a couple times throughout the run. Not the most useful, but it is an all skills category, so we will get it. And it allows us to unlock some other abilities that are very important in the skill tree later on.
Yeah, we used to use Charge Flame because Charge Flame does quite a bit of damage, so we used to use it for a quick kill on the Misty mini boss. But nowadays, runners tend not to use it.
We have a quicker way to kill those mini bosses without it now.
one of those ways involving Stomp, actually. Stomp does
Exactly.
quite a bit of damage. And so Oshi, on the left-hand side of your screen, is going to be making his way up to a trick known as Fast Stompless. He's going to first get past these birds and the bird boss just sitting there menacingly. So he'll be going up, places a save, and levels up Charge Dash just to make this part a little bit faster. So he'll be grabbing the shot. Looks like he...
Oh, hit the wall.
No. So he didn't like that. He'll be trying again, stomping down, dashing over to this lantern. Gets hit by the...
Oh, that could send the timing off. Oh, and he takes a death.
Yeah, so the spider pauses in its animations as you leave the screen. So if you go a little bit too fast, the spider will be still shooting when you re-enter its zone, its like area of influence.
So Alexa took a damage boost there. Nice, very good, gets it. Second try's not bad at all. He had a good safety save there after that death, so still faster than I think doing it the traditional way.
And on the right-hand side of your screen, Ven had a little bit of troubles with key dupe, but is making a good second attempt, has placed his keys in the door, and hopefully is rekindled. Yeah, he does have these keystones in the upper right-hand side of your screen.
So Vennguard will be making his way to the second mini-boss and then moving towards Swamp Entry. Meanwhile, Oshi on the left will be making his attempts at Sorrow Bash. He's a very talented player. I don't see him having any issues with this, so we'll see him moving right along.
It is a very difficult trick, though. So he opts to place a safety save there after collecting the energy. Very prudent.
Gonna go for a double bash method here. Misses the double bash. He can still save this. Oh, he takes damage from the spikes there. That's unfortunate.
Okay, so he'll be setting up this attempt to try again. He's going to have to be careful with this bird. If he bashes it a little bit too many times, it might not have enough health for that final charge dash bash.
Wow, that was really close. Excellent job.
And as he rocket jumps up into Sorrow, he'll be collecting these keystones and using a bunch of different methods to break these barriers.
Very good. I think he used an extra energy that he wasn't intending to use, so he opts not to go for that rocket jump there. Meanwhile, on the right, Vennguard is doing some blind movement over towards his swamp entry. I believe he'll be taking this strategy just a little, and a death from Oshi on the left. No big deal. How to save. Very good.
Yeah. And Vennguard had a little bit of troubles with his first frog. It slid across the ground just a little bit too fast, but he's quickly reset. And he has the frog in position now. Looks like he'll be going for a double bash method.
Oh, he will be. Interesting.
Ooh, that was close. I was scared that shot would hit him.
He didn't get the bash off before he picked up the ability cell.
Trying to bait this frog shot in the correct arc is a bit harder than it just looks.
Yeah, Frog Sharks will be in the sequel. I think that's been confirmed already, so we'll wait for that. And Oshi moving through with his ability menu up through... I don't know. What are we going to call it today? You got a name for this one? For this little section?
No, I don't, unfortunately.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, he does successfully complete Terror Break, and he'll be moving up towards the Sunstone, which is going to eventually give us access into Mount Horu.
Yeah, so he'll be... I always like this part of the run. It's like a little break where you just leisurely glide up to a cutscene, and then you just wait at the cutscene for quite a bit.
And Ven did pick up Stomp. He'll be moving his way out towards the Kuro cutscene skip. Just a few seconds here.
Yeah. He likes not to bash out the lantern, just running along those spikes like he doesn't care.
And the whole reason Oshi was doing that movement through this section with the ability menu up was for, of course, another save anywhere in order to skip the cutscene of the Sunstone, which he successfully completed. Now, he'll be moving through Misty with 5 HP, which gives him a little bit of leeway to take some damage because these spikes do 3 damage. So he can take 1 hit and take a safety save to actually... Oh, takes a death on the way down. That's not fun.
Ven is having a few problems with this frog, but does get the bash off as it dies, and so has collected his ability cell and will be making his way to the Kuro cutscene skip. Let's see if he elects to go for it.
Yeah, there's really no point in not trying for it, because if you fail it, then you were going to watch it anyway, and he is setting up for it here.
And he's got it. First try. Very nice.
All right, so for now, let's just keep an eye on Oshi as he moves through Misty with some amazing abilities, using combinations of charge dash, stomp cancels, gliding, and just really getting through the section as fast as we possibly can.
A lot of runners like to burn energy in this section. Oshi was at 1, so he opted to take a little bit slower so that he has energy to save.
So he only has 2 health here, so any of these spikes will kill him. He has not taken a safety save yet or picked up that extra energy, just feeling very confident about his gameplay.
Yeah, he's doing well, so... He does break that energy there, but we'll just... And... Oh, takes a little bit of break, and that passageway, maybe hiding from all these situ sharks that are popping out.
Very possible. And Vennguard picking up Charge Flame on the right as Oshi picks up Climb on the left.
We have a double skill tree animation. It's always nice to see. And it looks like Ven's opting not to do the blind movement out of Charge Flame. That's a bit rough, and he's going to be placing a save anywhere here so that he can skip this cutscene. This cutscene is so long.
Yeah, so you definitely don't want to get stuck watching it, and that's why we're, pretty much any cutscene we try to avoid anyway, this one especially.
This one is skippable through the menu, but there's a bunch of other things after it where a sign shows you locations on the map and tells you where to go, and that just takes too much time.
So Oshi with some really good movement through this latter part of Misty. And this is probably my favorite section here of the game, or at least of this run specifically. There's just so many cool little tricks that you can do moving out of this area.
Oh, it's definitely my favorite section.
Oh, he misses the rocket jump and wastes an energy, but is able to just get right back up there with not too much of a time sink.
Yeah. Also gets this rocket jump through the meatball shaft.
Nice. That's the better one anyway.
It's one of the most fun. It's pretty satisfying to get that rocket jump.
Absolutely.
Having a little bit of trouble with this quick kill, so we actually saw some.
Still makes short work.
Yeah, it's always fast, but speedrunners, they want to go even faster.
You got to save the frames. And Ven on the right is going to elect to just go through and actually stomp the rocks onto Kuro's head instead of doing the stompless route.
Yeah, he just wants to be moving on. This fast stompless is, if you do fail fast stompless, you're put quite a bit away from where you want to be going.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can go wrong with that trick, so not too surprising to see Vennguard just go ahead and opt for the safe route. It's not a huge time difference between the two tricks anyway.
Yeah, and on the left-hand side of your screen, she has teleported back to BRB. It's nice and bright now. So we'll be heading down to Light Grenade.
Takes an intentional death there to basically freeze that lever in the forward position, which opens up a little stone wall in the top right there that we just moved by without us actually having to worry too much about racing the timer on it.
Oh no, he takes a death in that laser. He didn't quite get the jump that he wanted off that platform for this, what we call the Yoka cycle after one of our runners. So opts to take it safe.
it makes it through those lasers after waiting for a cycle. Not a big deal. It's going to skip a cutscene here as well, and we'll watch Vennguard on the right going for his attempts at Sorrow Bash.
So we'll be doing a slightly different method than Oshi, using one bird to bait another so that he doesn't have to do the double bash. And
Very
makes it
nice.
look easy. We'll see if he opts to place a safety save here after making it through. But depending on his energy, he might not want to.
And Ven's been really stepping up and cleaning up his game since those early little kind of missteps. He's had 2 gold splits in a row. And so he's feeling pretty confident right now. I think he should know how well he's playing.
So it's always good to see runners that can make their way back from early deaths.
Yeah, that definitely goes into the mental fortitude of running. I mean, it's really easy to kind of just lose focus, especially taking so many early deaths there. But he's composed himself and moved right along, and he's looking really good right now.
Yeah, Ori has a lot of different sections in the run. There's fast parts, there's slow parts, there's trick heavy parts, there's movement heavy parts. It's one of the reasons why I think it's such a great speed game.
Oh, absolutely, I agree. And Oshi did pick up the last skill of the game, being Grenade, which will be... Oh, does a rocket jump, then stomps right back down, kind of negating the whole point of it.
I think he wanted to charge dash cancel there.
I think so too, yeah. Just probably
back.
missed the charge dash, yeah.
Opts to not take a 7th health. That's yeah, 6 health is good enough.
So one interesting note is that Vennguard will be moving through this Tostitos turnpike here, and he says he does this section with a controller instead of mouse and keyboard, which he usually uses for the rest of the run, because he said it makes it easier for him. And look pretty good, so he'll be setting up the terror break here as Oshi goes for his door warp attempts.
Yeah, there's something to be said about using an analog stick to control your character in platformers. Some people prefer it because you can have some finer control. And we'll see on the left as Oshi is going to be taking his attempts at door warp, having a little bit of trouble, but I don't think he'll take too long on this trick. And on the right-hand side of your screen, Ven has gotten his sunstone, and will be making his way down from Sorrow.
Looks like Oshi is just having a hard time getting through this door warp. This is a really hard trick. There he goes. Okay. And that's 1/60th of a second. You need to press enter or up, whatever your control input is, on the exact frame that the game loads, or one frame after the game loads. And that'll actually warp you to the end of the dungeon here, which allows us to go through this final escape.
There's a fun fact. You can actually door warp in the Ginso door. Do you want to know where it puts you?
I'm sorry, say that again?
You can actually door warp at the Ginso door.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, do you guess where it puts you?
I don't even know. Probably Blackroot Burrows.
No, it puts you at the door. At the Ginso door. It's great.
That's so weird. Oh, she takes a death there. Has to go through and do this section again, because if we take any damage moving through, we're not going to be able to navigate our way through the poison water at the very end.
He's having a little bit of trouble with this laser pillar. And he does make it before Kuro spawns there, so... We'll be wall charge jumping through that breakable platform. There's a lot of runners have a lot of different ways to break that platform. Some use charge flame, some use charge dash, and some use charge jump.
Yep, just personal preference, really. Not too much of a difference in time.
And Oshi will be setting up for his attempt at grenade jump. Looks like he likes his position, so
that could have been intentional there. Oh, maybe not.
But these grenades are coming out, and he has quite a bit of energy for these attempts, so...
Yeah, he's got 7 attempts here. If he keeps spending energy, he'll be okay, though. And Vennguard was able to pick up Climb.
Takes an unfortunate death, as Oshi does make it through.
Nice. 5th try for the grenade jump. Not bad at all. So Oshi will be taking the victory here. All he has to do is hold right. And a very good run from him, despite some, minor mistakes and stuff like that. I don't believe this is going to be his best race time, but he should still be happy walking away from this with a victory.
Yeah, and we'll see how Ven cleans up the rest of this run. Has made it up to this keystone, and so Misty will be shifting and changing. This area is really cool.
Oshi with some memes over on the left side. And finishes, looks like a 37:23 is his official final time for the race.
And Vennguard has made it past this bird and this falling slime. Go ahead.
Congratulations are in order for Oshi for the victory, but we still have some really exciting gameplay coming from Ven here, so let's just keep following along with the action.
Yeah, so he does opt to place a safety save there. I do like that safety save. You've just collected some energy. You can rekindle the save to hold that energy.
Yeah, and a note from our stats folks here, Ven was 4 minutes behind at Stomp. And at Climb, he had made up, so he is now only 1 minute behind PB pace. That's some really awesome recovery to just kind of compose yourself and come back and get that much time saved moving forward after all those, little mistakes in the first split.
Yeah, so he'll be coming up to this mini boss. He's going to take this energy crystal. We'll see how he opts to kill this boss. It looked like he was going for Bang Zoom, which is the very descriptive name of one of our quick kills for this mini boss, but had to resort to charge jumping through the boss.
Oh no, okay. He decided to take a save at that door, which was really obviously a good choice. If you try to bash over those spikes, you're almost guaranteed to take damage. It's very rare not to. And then he took the damage one time, which he survived, and then just fell right back on the spikes. Or I think maybe he tried to dash out of them, which reset the iframes.
Yeah, he did try to dash, but spends 2 energy to make it over the gap nicely. And so he'll be heading to Light Grenade and Glades. Okay, and it looks like we have our winner ready for an interview.
All right, and it looks like we do have Oshi available for an interview. So while we follow along with Ven moving on to the last skill of the game, we are going to bring him in here for an interview. Oshi, congratulations on the victory.
Thanks.
So, after a race like that, how are you feeling?
I'm glad that there wasn't really that many stupid, really long deaths, but there was just a lot of small time loss.
Yeah, and the small time losses add up, like we all know in Ori. But, so for the next race, what kind of improvements do you want to see from yourself?
Probably on the final split, just getting those tricks first try instead of 5th or whatever.
Let's see. And, okay. Oh, so Ven has just collected Light Grenade, and will be making his way out to Horu. But, okay, I have one more question for you, Oshi. So, how many races do you have left again?
I'm done with groups for now.
Oh, you are? Okay. So, overall, do you think you're satisfied with your performance in groups?
I feel like could have gotten better than a 35, but I'll take it, whatever, it's fine.
Okay, yeah, the match time is important for bracket seeding, but you'd have left group stages with a good record. So
Yeah, it's a shame I couldn't take down Terra.
Yeah, I'll be facing the same troubles here shortly. So, but overall, really good performance, Oshi. That was a very exciting run, and we wish you a lot of luck going into the future bracket stages.
Yo, you too.
Thanks, man.
okay, so Ven has made his way to the Thornfelt Swamp Teleporter, and he will be charge dashing and rocket jumping his way to Horu. Looks like he's got that rocket jump. Picking up some extra energy here so we can do more of those charge dashes that we like. It's very viscerally satisfying to get a charge dash off.
Oh, I agree completely. And it looks like he has 6 HP. He's not going to go for the 7th here, which is perfectly fine. You should feel very safe with 6. All right, moving right along to the door warp. What do you think? How many tries do you think he's going for? Or is he going to need?
I think he's going to go for 1. I think all our runners are going for 1, but I believe he's going to
I like
get
the confidence. I like it.
Our runners are so talented. These runs, a lot of these runners that are they may not be winning their races, they've shown so much improvement. And Ven, proving my words correct, getting door warp on the first try. Yeah, these runners are just amazing to watch.
Yeah, overall, I mean, Ven should be really happy with his performance. I mean, especially considering the early troubles. He's just really played very well throughout the rest of the run, so now he just needs to get through this final section. 1 frame perfect trick, that's all, and he'll be walking away with a pretty respectable time.
Yeah, so he'll be making his way through the escape, using combinations of charge dashes and stomp cancels, since we want to make our way through this escape pretty fast.
And once again, I mean, we cannot take any damage in here whatsoever, even with 6 health, because that will not leave us with enough to navigate through the poison water at the very end. And he's done a good job so far. No damage taken. And he does have a little bit of leeway with the fish positions because of the 6 health, but they look like they're in a pretty good position anyway. Did get hung up a little bit on that log there. Oh, and he's not able to make it through there. That's really unfortunate. So he'll have to start this escape from the beginning.
So he's made his way through the first room. He's going to bash off these lanterns. He's going to wait a little bit for this fire pillar. He wants to take it safe.
Yeah, he's already gone through this section once. He knows how to do it. Just a little bit unlucky on that very last portion.
He'll be dashing and then gliding down through this section. Stomps into the water, catches the first fish. The second fish is just a little far, but he makes it out of the water with 1 HP. Oh,
that's 6 HP really paying off here.
It looks like he's successfully despawned Kuro, or just didn't spawn him in the first place. He's going to bash off these rocks. Set up for his grenade jump, and let's see if he can get this 1 frame trick on his first try.
Oh, Alexa, just go ahead and walk through. He'll just watch that first half of the cutscene that we would normally skip by doing the rocket jump. So Alexa to finish the run out, not worry about soft locking, and we'll see what his time is here coming up shortly.
Yeah. So the grenade jump at the end saves about 35 seconds. And so a lot of our runners do like to go for multiple attempts. But if you want to finish out a run, you can just go for it.
That's a good game to both our runners. That was an awesome race to watch.
Yeah, I really like seeing Ven come back from his early mistakes and just play out the rest of the game cleanly. It's always a treat to see something like that. So as Kuro swoops down and grabs Ori and tosses Ori away. Oh no. Suddenly, a character comes. A character that we haven't seen before. And Ven will be hopping his way over to pick up Ori. And looks like he comes out with a final time of 46:30.
Very respectable. Good job to both our runners. All right, so we still have lots of Ori action coming up for you guys. Our next match is going to be here shortly in about 15 minutes or so, and that's going to be with SR Flux and Rufus. Our commentators for that match will be Vooligan and Rainbow Poogle. So stay tuned. We'll have a short intermission and get this next race set up for you guys.
Character cuts.